Queen Margrethe's sharp and unforgettable warning to Queen Mary, the truth behind the royal tensions. Welcome to BNews. In the glittering corridors of European royalty, behind the polished tiaras and regal smiles, lie stories of power, family dynamics, and private conversations that have shaped the course of kingdoms. One such riveting moment comes from the Danish royal family, a moment many have whispered about but few truly understand. Today, we bring you an in-depth, revealing look into the story that made headlines, Queen Margrethe's sharp warning to Queen Mary, and what it really meant for the future of Denmark's royal house. But before we unravel this gripping royal drama, take a moment to support our work, hit that like button, subscribe to BNews, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another fascinating deep dive into the lives of Europe's most powerful royals. And tell us in the comments, do you believe Queen Margrethe's warning was justified? Or was it a step too far? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's begin where it all started, a rare private meeting between two of Denmark's most admired women, Queen Margrethe II, the formidable monarch who ruled Denmark for over 5 decades, and Crown Princess Mary, the Australian-born commoner who had captured the hearts of Danes and who, in time, became Queen Mary herself. It was during this quiet yet pivotal conversation that Queen Margrethe reportedly issued a sharp and heartfelt warning to Mary, a warning that reverberated throughout the royal household and left Mary reflecting deeply on her role, her choices, and her future as a queen consort. Queen Margrethe has always been known as a monarch of immense intellect, formidable presence, and a fierce protector of Denmark's traditions. Though she has shown warmth and kindness publicly, she is also known for her candor behind closed doors. Mary, on the other hand, brought something refreshingly modern to the Danish court. Her relatability, her fashion-forward choices, and her unwavering dedication to charitable causes won her public affection in a way no one had anticipated. But for Queen Margrethe, this modernity was both an asset and, at times, a concern. Those who have observed Queen Margrethe over the years say that she was deeply aware of the challenges Mary would face as a foreign-born queen in a monarchy steeped in centuries of Danish tradition. She reportedly feared that Mary's growing popularity might sometimes overshadow the institution itself, and that her modern ways could alienate the more traditionalist factions within the royal family and Danish society. This concern, sources say, was the heart of the warning she delivered. It is said that Queen Margrethe called Mary to her private study at Amalienborg Palace one autumn afternoon shortly after a series of tabloid stories had begun portraying Mary as the real star of the royal family. Margrethe, known for her directness, reportedly began the conversation by praising Mary's accomplishments, her language mastery, her charitable endeavors, and her public warmth, but soon pivoted to her caution, "You must never forget," she is rumored to have said, "that it is the crown that comes first, not the individual. Popularity is fleeting, but duty is forever." This was no ordinary piece of advice, it was a sharp reminder of the weight of monarchy, a warning that the role of a queen consort is not to shine above the throne but to support it unconditionally. Those words reportedly struck Mary deeply. Insiders have said she spent days in introspection afterward, revisiting her public persona and considering how best to balance her vibrant personality with the solemn dignity her role demanded. The incident sparked quiet discussions within the palace. Some senior courtiers reportedly agreed with Margrethe, believing Mary's star was burning too brightly and too independently, while others argued that Mary was exactly what the monarchy needed, a breath of fresh air and a bridge to the younger generation. This debate was not just a matter of personal feelings but a reflection of a larger question: how should ancient monarchies adapt to modern expectations without losing their essence? For Mary herself, the warning became a turning point. Friends close to her say she took Margrethe's words to heart but did not let them dim her spirit. Instead, she channeled them into a more thoughtful, balanced approach to her royal duties. Observers noted that her subsequent engagements seemed even more polished, a little less about personal flair, a little more about quietly reinforcing the dignity of the crown. Interestingly, this moment also deepened the bond between Mary and Margrethe in unexpected ways. As Mary adjusted and demonstrated her respect for the monarchy's traditions, Margrethe reportedly began to admire her daughter-in-law even more, not just for her charm but for her resilience and willingness to learn. Over the years, what began as a stern warning evolved into a mentorship and, eventually, a deep mutual respect. The public, of course, never saw the nuances of this dynamic. To them, Queen Margrethe remained the gracious matriarch, and Mary the radiant consort. But insiders say this quiet conversation was a defining moment that shaped how Mary would grow into her future role as Queen of Denmark. It was, in many ways, the moment she truly became not just a princess but a pillar of the Danish monarchy. What makes this story even more fascinating is how it reflects the generational shift within Europe's royal families. Queen Margrethe represents the old guard. Monarchs who see themselves first and foremost as servants of their nations, bound by unshakable duty and often shielded from public emotion. Mary, like many of her peers, including Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden and Catherine, Princess of Wales, embodies a more open, relatable, and emotional approach. Navigating this delicate balance is one of the great challenges of modern royalty, and Mary's story is a perfect example of how it can be done with grace. In the years since that fateful conversation, Mary has proven again and again that she is more than capable of rising to the occasion. Her continued dedication to her patronages, her flawless command of Danish, and her ability to represent Denmark abroad with elegance and strength have cemented her place in the hearts of Danes, and in the trust of her mother-in-law. Even now, after Margrethe's abdication and Mary's elevation to queen, echoes of that warning remain in how she carries herself, always respectful of the institution, always mindful that her role is not about personal glory but about service. Yet she has managed to keep her individuality, her warmth, and her connection to ordinary people intact, a rare and delicate feat in the royal world. It's a testament not just to her character but also, perhaps, to the wisdom of Queen Margrethe's advice. What may have sounded harsh at the time was, in truth, a gift, a reminder that being queen is about far more than beautiful dresses and public adoration. It's about embodying the history, dignity, and continuity of a nation. And so, this sharp yet heartfelt warning stands as a remarkable chapter in the relationship between two remarkable women. It reminds us that monarchy, for all its glitter and grandeur, is also about humility, discipline, and growth, qualities Queen Mary now embodies to perfection. So, what do you think? Was Queen Margrethe's warning to Queen Mary necessary, or was it too harsh? And how do you see the balance between tradition and modernity playing out in today's royal families? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, we're eager to hear your perspective. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to BNews, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another behind-the-scenes story from the royal world. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.